Oh, okay. I'm live already. Give me just a second. Okay. Um, Let me get over to YouTube so that I can see things the way everybody else will. This is going to be a short live tonight. I've been getting up around 3 or so a.m. And so I've been sleeping a lot. But I finally felt better today, so I didn't even have a nap today at all. But it's also for getting up at 3 in the morning. Now is my bedtime. But I finally got into one of Rosemary's lives. I don't think I saw either of hers last weekend or last week. Finally got into one of Rosemary's lives. And this is the first one I think I've been to in almost maybe 2.5 weeks. So, hey Janice, hi Beverly. How are you guys doing? So I thought we'd just come on and chat, and I don't really have any plans for tonight for doing, much of anything. I'm going to show the project work, or the thing we're going to work on tomorrow. It's a kitty project. And my computer was giving me heck right before I came on again. Let me find my scissors. Scissors, where are you? So I can get this open. I hope everybody's having a good week. I was not feeling very well. Kind of felt icky every day. And very tired. So I hope you guys are feeling way better than that. So these have been out in the craft store for a little while. And they're kind of pricey for what they are, in my opinion. So we went in today and they were I think they were 70% off, 60 or 70% off. I can't remember which one. And Else picked one up, and I thought she was getting it for the grandkids, but it was for me. So I thought we would take out the pieces and see what we're looking at for tomorrow. I know it's a silly thing, but could be fun. It's just a silly little. But I like it creepy, but I like it cute too. Ooh, instructions. Oh, and they're picture instructions. So we were in the car and I was looking at the box. And I was like, it's like a Scooby-Doo spooky tree, and I was just like, is that little guy really in there? And so we were flipping it over to the back. We're like, yeah, it looks like he's really in there, It's kind of a snap it together thing. So if you come to Friday Hanging in the Hollow tomorrow, this is the silly shenanigans we'll be working on. So that little guy's really in there. We have the wiggly eye guys. I know it's silly, but I thought it would be fun. So there's the setup. I see wiggly eyes and stuff. And so we're going to have to pop things out and everything. Ooh, the teeth are built in. Yay. I think a lot of it's just applying stickers. So we'll see, because it doesn't look like it's, let's see. Oh, we're going to paint it green ourselves. Well, that's exciting. So then there's our little paints. Looks like we got some lime green going on. So yeah, so that'll be our project for tomorrow. So we'll kind of shove that back in the box until then. I haven't actually been out of the house for probably let's just call it a while. For November I got this, and it's just one of those another silly kid's craft. But I love his little stupid face, and that he's got the light bulbs all around him, you know. So I thought he might be fun to color. They come with little stands, and there's some little markers in there. So that'll be a silly project that we do in November. We're still going to work on all our other stuff. I really, hey, Rebecca, I really didn't, because I felt so bad this week. I need to ease back into it, you know. I did get another button. It's a tiny, it's like a 1-inch button. Uh-oh, are we buffering? So it says, I can't read it. About Cthulhu. Because obviously, you know, it is. This is fine of our old journal. Of our old Halloween journal. Hey, Hottie, how you doing? In the event that you missed the exciting creation we're working on tomorrow, proving that I am not an adult, I actually want to do this. Gonna build this tomorrow. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Okay, what else did I have to show you guys? All right. So you guys all know what color this is. You've seen this color lots and lots and lots of times. That's aquamarine. Let me turn the light around a little bit, even though it blows out things a little bit. Let's see if that's going to help any. So aquamarine is a bright... Is it really? And I'm top chat like a dork, so hold on. Let me get a live chat. I'm buffering according to me. So we were experimenting. Well, me, myself, and I, doing some experiments, you know. So this is aquamarine. So this was a test run before we kind of knew what we were, you know, knew what I was doing. And I'm going to get it up there eventually, sorry. And then I have an embarrassing Hobby Lobby story, so there's that. So this is so 24-pound paper, cardstock, and then file folders. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera well enough. I'm really trying to get the light to do something besides be a pain in the butt. Hey, Betty. Hello. So, this month's color is supposed to be called, well, it is called New Fallen Snow. But before we got there, and it's still in the die batch, we're still working on it. This was a failed experiment. This is experiment 626. There'll be some in the sale, which is next Tuesday. I had to push it back from this Tuesday because I didn't feel good. So you're having sale on this coming Tuesday, which is, I'm pulling up the calendar because I don't know what day that is. I live in my own special. This color's not as blown out as it's. I'm just trying. Sorry, I'm gonna move the light again. Tuesday is the 25th. Is it November the 1st? I thought, I'm looking over here. Hold on. I'm showing this week equals 2 weeks. Sometimes it feels like that at work, doesn't it? Okay, so this so that it. So let me pull that down there. Let's see. So aquamarine is brighter. This is the 24-pound paper is the lightest, and the file folders are the darkest of this. Well, I thought it was Friday all day today until I was starting to put in my live at 5 o'clock as Rosemary popped on. And I went, well, what the hell is Rosemary doing on a fucking Friday? I'm like, what kind of shenanigans is this? And then I like, is it Friday? And I pull up the calendar, and sure enough, it's Thursday. Rosemary's supposed to be on. So I'm like, I'm frustrated at myself. For a minute, I was like, why is Rosemary on Friday? What is this? What is happening? Is this because I didn't go live enough times this week? What's going on? Tomorrow's live. Yay, go me. We're going to have hanging in the hall. So this is Experiment 626. And it is a blue-gray, but it's not like Bemis blues, which is more of a... Let me pull out some Bemis blue because that is also a blue-gray. But it is... this is a blue-gray. Bemis blue is a gray-blue. Hold the phone. Bemis blue. What drawer would I stick that in? I don't know anything. I'm just going to pull some out. I've got that Bemis blue here. So Bemis blue is a much darker gray blue. Here is some. So this is where the gray leads, whereas the blue is leading here. So this is Bemis blue, which is a nice gray blue. In the blue-gray family. It leads with the bright blue, and the gray is just kind of hanging out there, keeping it from being this bright, happy blue to kind of being like a winter's day before the storms are coming in. Hey, Christine. So that's what I've got going on here. The new fallen snow is probably about a week out, and it is going to be a gray blue like this, but I'm trying to use the aquamarine as the base. It's softer and brighter. Like when you get up in the morning and you open your curtains and you're like, oh, there's snow everywhere. And it's that white, but it's also kind of blue and gray. And I'm not putting any sparkle in it. I decided against the sparkle. I've had enough sparkly paper for a little while. This is going to be no sparkle. There's no sparkle in this. And there'll be no sparkle in the new fallen snow. So this one is Experiment 626. You may see some of it in the sale. It will definitely be in the store soon. But I thought I would show it to you guys. And these are white file folders that I got from L's. So that should give you an idea of like how dark that actually came out. So, and it's much darker. The file folder is much darker than the 24-pound paper. And those will be the three things I have: is some file folders, some cardstock, pound paper. So yes, I was supposed to have my sale this Tuesday. Oh, I did it again. Shh! Don't talk. I don't want to hear myself talk. We hear everything and repeat. It's awkward. So I don't know what to put up here that you guys can look at. We'll keep looking at this, I guess. So when I'm a hot mess, it'll be a hot mess of a sale, and so there's gonna be some paper. I don't have any coffee for you this time, but we'll have coffee next time out. So since we pushed this sale a week, we're gonna push the second sale for the month. It's gonna actually wind up being on the 8th of November instead of the 1st, because I don't want to have a sale 2 weeks in a row. My brain can't handle it, and I wouldn't be able to really in that time period. It would be just repeats. So, but this gives me a chance to pull some stuff for the weekend and go through some of my unprocessed piles and get you guys some fun new stuff for the sale. Along with our fun Experiment 626 paper. So how have you guys been? How are your crafty plans moving along? I have been working a little bit in the serial killer journals. They are coming along. Hey, Leslie. Did I say hi? Everybody's here. Oh, thank you, Beverly. I was watching Rosemary do the jelly plating, then I wandered away and I came back and there were prints, and I was like, I missed the whole middle. So I had to go back and watch that. She was still struggling with the black, too much black, but I saw the prints she was showing and they were kind of cool. They came out very nice. I have been a big chicken about my jelly plate. I did finally break down and buy one. And then I think it was Artie Dar sent me also a 5x7. So now I can play with two sizes. And that will be super fun. I'm stressing a little bit about my biohazard mask. I'm a little bit flummoxed about I'm having some design issues. Mostly just thinking. But I thought, easing back into the Friday, I thought we'd do something silly and kitschy and cute. It's kind of along the line of the creepy baby. And then last year I did a haunted house, but I built it myself out of those balsa wood things. Like I put 2 balsa wood things. This is like a snap together kids project. It's just fun and silly. What are you guys working on? What are you doing? I have so many ideas. I finished my personal serial killer book, and I haven't been good. I haven't done a single page in it, but I have so many ideas. And oddly, the other night, I dreamt I was making a journal. And it was totally not in a style that I haven't done before. Try that. But first, serial killer. And then, let me grab it. So I put the sticker on. I think you guys I think that was last Friday. That was one of the things we did last Friday. So, and we put it on because I am down to the last page. It's the last. Look, I wrote on these last page. So yeah, I get the one page. Now you walk by and you're like, my desk is packed with stuff. I have piles everywhere. I look like I'm a hoarder. I do. If I pan the camera around, there is piles for this project and piles for that, and there's so much serial killer stuff everywhere. But I'm excited about finishing your journal because I have like 5 ideas in my head, and by the time I probably get to it, I'll be like, I can't remember what I thought about. But I do. I have some pretty fun, that I think are fun ideas for the serial killer journal. So I'm going to get your guys' finished up so that we can play and kill people and pretend to kill people. So yeah, so I'm going to finish up this journal. And you know what that means. Time for the new journal. This is my new personal journal. We made it a couple of weeks ago, I think. I think it's been a couple weeks now. We made this little foldy out. I'm going to do weird things in my personal journal that I write in. So, obviously we need to add in some trim and stuff. But I am excited because I have been looking at it and going, I made it a turkeys or hand fans. I like it. Get creative with that stuff. So yeah, so and this one's all different colors, except there's tea dyed in every. But it's kind of along the same lines, and we put in some damaged papers, and I'm super excited to get started in it. But that also means that I think, and there's that thing's peeling up. So while we're sitting here, let's glue that thing down. And let's get glue everywhere because that's always fun. And then this week, super exciting, another psoriasis flare up. I was so not happy about that. So itchy. It's stress related though. I am stressing out about a bunch of stuff that I don't need to be stressing out about, but that's my nature. So we went to Hobby Lobby today. Actually, we went to Michael's because Dan's doing a project and she needed some wood beads. And we couldn't find the right size at the Michael's. But we did get this. which I'm going to make tomorrow. I know it's stupid, but I'm going to do it. And maybe we'll put some trim in this book too. I gotta find some suitably dreary, semi-creepy trim for my semi-creepy journal. I did put a little Groovy Girl sticker back here. Because I ordered, I thought I was ordering the big one that's on the front of this journal. And what I got were 4 that were this size. Look at me throwing stuff everywhere. So I put one on I did stick one in here. So I thought, you know what? After my next sale, I'll go in and order like an 8-pack of that size because they had, and I'll just stick them on all my personal journals somewhere. And that'll be like my thing for my journals. Right there on the, this is the upcycled music book cover. So I'm, so I'll be journaling. Hey, Carla, long time no see. All this morning when I was obnoxious in Elsa's life. I'm getting ready to tell my embarrassing Michael's/Hobby Lobby story, but I got sidetracked again. Sorry. By the Groovy Girl thing. And then we were checking out at Michael's, and I got this from Els because I'm a giant toddler when it comes to that kind of stuff. This is what we're making tomorrow night, Carla. We're going to be silly. We're going to be creepy silly. And then we might put some trim in this book because I finished my other one. Go me. I'm going to put a picture on the last page. I'm going to cheat so I can start writing in the new book. Where was it? Oh, and then we left the Michaels because they didn't have the beads that Sandy wanted. And we went over to the Hobby Snobby. Oh, did you? I still haven't started mine. I don't know what I'm going to do. Sunday. I should probably do that. And I don't know what it is about Sunday, but it's like a giant sucking vortex of me not going live. I start out with the best of intentions, and I don't know what happens on Sunday, but it's not going live. So, yes. It's made out of a paper bag. Ooh, I like it already. Upcycling. I love it. Okay, so we drove over to the Hobby Snobby, and we got out of the car, and we went back to where the wooden beads are. And we were looking at all kinds of little wooden stuff. They got, beads or balls. So we were making ball jokes because that's how we are. And then we were joking about the beads. And then, they had the wooden eggs. And I'm like, there were some largest sets of these wooden pieces. And I'm walking down the thing. Let me preface this by saying when we walked by, there was a very nice lady talking to one of the employees. She's looking for something. She had maybe a size or so smaller than Dolly Parton size boobs. And she squeezed them all into a tiny spandex dress that was screaming for mercy. So I'm walking down this aisle and we're making all our ball jokes. Blur, blur, blur. And I'm walking out of the aisle because I'm going to go get this reindeer set that I saw there that I have to color because he's got a big, stupid, cute face. And Sandy, those are some really big knobs right there. And as I walk around the corner, there's the lady with the super big boobies. And I was not talking about her boobies, but I never felt so bad in my whole life. It covered like all of her stuff. Like it didn't have a low neck thing. But those tatas were like, I was just sitting outside earlier. I'm like, I feel like that dress was really holding it together pretty well. But then I'm like, in my head, while I'm looking at in my head with her boobies, Leslie. But yeah, I wasn't. And then Sandy rolls around the corner, and there are these giant glue sticks on a display rack, and we're looking for wood glue, and the big booby lady is standing right there. And Sandra leans over and went, "Are those real?" And she's talking about the glue stick. But there's the booby lady again, and I just turned around and walked off. But as I did, I went, "They're just really big sticks, Sandy." And Els, for the first time and probably the whole time that I've been living here, was mortified by our behavior. I told Els, I'm terrified that lady's going to show up at every store that we go to now, and we'll always be talking about knobs. I said, we're going to be in Hobby Lobby looking at the dresser and be like, I really like those knobs. And there she's going to wander by. And the horrifying thing is she probably went home from Hobby Lobby and said, oh my God, I was in the Hobby Lobby today, and these really weird women were following me around making boob references. You can't, knobs, She went home and had a horror story, and we didn't even mean for that to happen. So we totally embarrassed Els. She wanted to leave us in the store. Luckily, she didn't. But I think now it's either me or Sandy. We're not allowed to go out at the same time. In November, when I'm looking for those reindeer, up and to the left. That's what I did with them. Yeah. She had some bazoongas, I'm telling you. Bazingas? Bubies. She had big bubies. Terribly. I was mortified. but I couldn't stop laughing. I just had to leave the area. It guy, I rendered. Oh, I shudder to think what you did to that poor guy. So yeah, so you too can embarrass yourself in a Hobby Lobby. Oh, nice. Well, I hope that he will enjoy it. I love Spam. Did you tell him about the garlic sauce? I hope you told him about the garlic sauce. I think we had this conversation this morning. You gotta have the garlic sauce. Love it. Oh yeah. And I think I might be one peanut butter and jelly sandwich away from turning into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So if I come on tomorrow and I look like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you'll know what happened. But I will be a peanut butter and jelly sandwich wearing my bat wings. Totally going to wear these all day tomorrow. It was not safe for, yeah. So yeah, tomorrow, I'm very excited about it. Those are from the Daiso. So yeah, you know. So Carla, you're going to work on your 12 of 22 this weekend. Anybody else have weekend crafting plans? We know that that Christine's got plans to ignore her desk and make Thanksgiving things out of a broken mini blind because she's too busy for actual crafting. So anybody with the crafting plans? I really did. I walked around all day today. I think it was Friday. I was setting up my Friday live when Rosemary went live, and I was like, "What is Rosemary doing live on a Friday?" You need to pull together a Halloween. Is it for work? Does it need to be work safe? I think when I was like from tween to the time I stopped going to, what does plan mean? There's no plan. We're just winging it. I make plans and then I fail. I try. I do. I plan to finish serial killer journals. Please, for the love of Mike, let me finish serial killer journals so we can play in them. I want to play. I want to play. Oh, 2 costume contests. What are you thinking about? I think it would make a spectacular witch. Maybe that's a little too close to home. But from the time I was a tween until I stopped going to high school, I was a vampire every year. No imagination. But I got the face paint down after a while. I don't do costumes anymore. Now I just go as a bitchy old lady. Screw it. Do costumes anymore. Now I just go as a bitchy old lady. Screw it. Anybody else having to make Halloween costumes or get dressed up or wanting to do that? You don't have to, but want to. And what would you go as if you could be anything for Halloween? What would you want to be? Ooh, that's exciting. I know I make plans and then I'm like, well, I guess this is what we're doing today. It doesn't resemble anything I planned. Yep, that makes you a big white bitch right there. And I'm as basic as they come because I used to love pumpkin spice lattes. I think they changed something in the formula because last year I had one and I did not enjoy it. So I didn't have any this year away from home. So I just go with whatever happens, but I gotta get this sale together. I have like 6 pages in my head for my serial killer journal. They're awesome in my head. Let's hope we can translate that onto paper. I have an idea for a paperclip project. We'll see if it works out. But you don't even like pumpkin. You'd have to put something else in there and just write pumpkin spice latte on it. Oh my God, you're really going to go the whole night. Wow. I think I'm loving this, Carla. Do please tell me you're going to share pictures in the group. It's a private group. I need to see this in my life. At least send me a pic. And Janice has simple dreams. She just wants to be a golden retriever, leaping onto unsuspecting people in search of scritches and tasty treats. I can't believe anybody you work. Make yourself a little hello, my name is, Just, put asterisks where the ITCA. And go around all day with your pumpkin spice latte, being obnoxious on a cell phone. I think you need a trip to the thrift store is what I think. Oh boy, that seems like a spazzy dog right there. Spaniels have so much energy. Those are dogs that need space to run. Run! Run, Forrest, run! So, you guys can vote. If you don't want to watch me build this, I'll build it by myself later, like on Saturday or something, and I'll do something else tomorrow. So you can vote now, yes or no, on the silly haunted house, because we can do something else tomorrow. There's just plenty of things to do. No shortage of shit to do. And Janice is like, I'll let you build a thing. Plus, we can find out how not talented I am at putting things together. Oh my God. Christine's like, yes, haunted house. I love the tree. It's so Scooby-Doo, isn't it? I feel like it's going to follow you around. Like the picture with the eyes that follow you. It has wiggly eyes. Carla's like, hang it in the hollow, whatever happens. There could be copious amounts of swearing. Hopefully, no more booby incidents, though. That would just, I think that would traumatize me permanently if I ran into that lady again and it was making some kind of joke that could be breast related. Really, really didn't know she was still in the area. Yeah, the tongue is the one. Ah. That's what sold me on this one. Because they had a other regular looking one, like haunted house thing. Like, no, I need the one that looks like it's going to eat the people walking up to it. With the goofy pumpkins and he looks like he's planning some shenanigans. They have done some terrible things to cats and dogs. Like, just because you can does not mean you should. He's not always a good thing. And apparently this one glows in the dark. Ugh, sorry. And it has devil horns. Come on. It has everything that's stupid and cute and fun. Yeah, I think that it is a case of just because you can does not mean you should. Which is why I'm terrified of human genetic experimenting. Like, no, there's nothing that could go wrong there. Nothing at all. So this is sad, but when I'm done with my life here, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wake up around 3, and I'm going to make dye, and I'm going to put paper in, and then I'm going to do a tea thing. By the time I get to you tomorrow, I'll have paper in both batches, or in both sides of the table. I have 2 tables, so I'm always dyeing at least 2 things, sometimes more. And I need to do some small batch dyeing for my sale on the, what did we say it was, the 8th? We'll just pretend it's the 8th, even if it's not. For my sale after the 25th, I want to, I call it terrifying. I know, we think it's Bigfoot. It's really just Jake, the super screwed up laboratory experiment, like the thing at Johnny's yard. I don't even want to know. Was it like a thing out of a haunted movie where like this thing just skitters across the yard? You don't want to know. It's not cool, man. And then I have this big gold mustache. We have to find something to put it on. It's a mustache. Mustache. And I just keep finding these little cards everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Starting on November the 1st, we're going to have Hanging in the Hollow. Not Hanging. That's not what I'm talking about. Scraps of Joy videos will be coming back. Just little short videos. I'm going to try and figure out some editing on the YouTubes. Florida man's wandering around out there somewhere. Oh my God. Carla, you're bad. Oh boy. Well, if you work the twang, could be a thing. You could just go in a nice, in a nice jacket and put a straw in your pocket and go as the last straw. Yes. Taking it to the next level. I love it. Oh my God. Sorry. But make sure it has real moonshine. Yes, that's a gift that keeps on giving. Oh, there you go. I like it. I like the tongue-in-cheek costumes. They're fun. And if somebody gets it, they're your kind of people. that is. I don't know where it came from, but it's a taggy thing of some sort. To put that in scraps of joy. I just keep finding little bits of stuff everywhere. So yeah, so gonna do oh, and then when Elle's got that pumpkin that skeleton head, he never had any legs. He came legless. But I got the body, so we're gonna eventually do something with the body. We might use him for pieces and parts. So yeah, so I got the purple skeleton body. He's just hanging out, all headless and stuff. His head's a pirate now. We don't know what the body's gonna be, but the head's a pirate. I swear you're not boring. I'm just tired. Sorry. Then what else happened? I spent most of the time sleeping and going, nah, I don't feel good. Right? I ain't got nobody. It's better than under pressure, which has been stuck in my head since the booby thing. I'm just not safe for being out in public, I guess. So things we do. And then I'm dying to do some glue booking too. Okay, so while you guys are in here, and if you're watching this later, I hope it's not too much later for this particular announcement. Tomorrow is the last day to answer roll call, or today is the last day to answer roll call. Now, obviously, I'm not going to get to it till tomorrow. So, I'm pretty sure all of you have said here to the roll call. But if you haven't said here to roll call and you're watching this, you might want to go over to the Facebook group if you're a member and say, hey, I am still here because I'm doing the hard purge tomorrow. Or, no, tomorrow. I still think it's Friday, guys. Tomorrow's the last day, and then I'll be doing the hard purge on Saturday. I think everybody in here did. But this is the last, and I'll probably do an announcement tomorrow. Just last minute notice. If you haven't said you're here, present, put up a meme, done something to indicate that you're aware you're in the group and you still want to be there. I like it. Dirty deeds done with sheep. That's that could have two different meanings. Could be some sheep running around doing some shady shit, or the other thing, which I don't want to talk about. But yeah, so if you're watching this, you have until, technically you have until tomorrow night at midnight, Friday night at midnight, but I'm not going to get to it till sometime on Saturday. But it is a hard purge. Anybody who hasn't said here is going bye-bye. And we'll just build from there. So just be aware. I have given all the notices I can. And I'm not trying to be mean to anybody. It's just we have 78 members, and I think like 12 of you post on the regular. Some of you post more than me, which is bad. So I need to be better. Not that kind of purge. Not that kind of purge. Well, sort of. No bloodletting. Just no violence. Just, the delete button over and over again. People obviously they can ask to rejoin. I'm not blocking anybody. I'd rather have a few people and have more participation than have so many people that are just in there and may not. I think some of those people don't even know they're in the group. Really? I just like the idea of some sheep doing some shady shit. Come on. You hire the sheep, they do your shady shit for you. And nobody suspects because they're sheep. What are they going to do when they get interrogated? They're just going to go, bah. Sheep are tough to crack. Well, when we moved to Phoenix, both my ex and our roommate got jobs at the Ramada there, and they gave what must have been a 200 or 250 question test. And it was questions like, do you like drinking on the weekend? Do you think it's okay to steal from your job? Like, it was just some blatant shit. Yes, there are. But you shouldn't be involved with anything that can't give consent, and animals cannot give consent. But it was like some ridiculous, do you like guns? You know? And it was just multiple variations of those type of questions. I'm like, who fails this? Like, what kind of lunatic would answer affirmative to any of these things? And they turned in the test, and at that point, Sam, who was our roommate, couldn't continue. She's like, do people actually fail this test? And she said, you'd be surprised. Well, they probably don't want people checking in guests to the hotel who have anger management issues and like guns and like to drink on the weekend. But it was just such blatantly like, you should never say, yes, I like to drink, on a test where you're going for a job. Yeah. They can't do that kind of stuff now, but at the time, they were trying to be all serious and take this test and stuff, and I was getting texts with the questions, and it was unbelievable. I wish I could remember more of the stuff, but it was all along the lines of, do you like to party on the weekends? Do you have a hard time getting off work on Monday because you partied all weekend? Do you like to go to gun shows? Do you own one or more guns? What? Well, that's good, Carla. Even if you knew, that's a good question. Now, what do you mean by recreational drugs? What is that? I take some ibuprofen, but honestly, at 19, that's probably about the answer I would have given. Could you be more specific? I don't think I understand this question. I think the other was, do you smoke pot? I think that was one of the questions. I just was rolling, laughing. I'm like, they cannot be serious. They said, check no. Well, now that they can't ask you how old you are if you have kids, they can ask you if you have a car. I think sometimes every now and then before I, wasn't applying for jobs anymore, occasionally you'll get, do you have reliable transportation for work? Yes, my legs are very reliable. They said, Janice says, I know a bit from reading and watching the news. I grew up on military bases, and I'm sure there were lots of drugs there. Not apparently in the circles I ran in. Not a clue. I didn't encounter any drugs until I was in my mid-20s. But I had plenty of alcohol, so there's that. Right. Trying to figure out if you've got kids, if you're reliable. Does your car break down all the time? Does your boyfriend run off with your car? But they can't legally ask it on the applications anymore. And you should never give away more information than you need to in any job interview. You have to find creative ways to answer those questions so that they feel satisfied, but you don't give away anything that they don't need to know. No, you don't need to know I have 4 kids. If I can make it to work on time, it doesn't matter how many kids I have. But them hearing you have 4 kids, they're going to think you're unreliable, Because that's most employers' tendency. Oh, somebody with kids, they're gonna call out all the time. I found this book in a pile today. I love this book. It's just fun. I'm gonna cut out some of the pictures, and it's already falling apart. I think I told you guys before, I bought it for one specific picture. But there's a lot of really great pictures in here. This pickle truck is spewing pickles. You gotta love the humor in a Richard Scarry book. With rainbow bus lines. Oh my gosh, look, there's a pumpkin car. Meep, meep. We'll have to get that out and put in the... I bought it for that picture right there, a bromocycle. That's why I bought it. Hey, there's a 5-seater pencil car. They seem to be having issues with these vehicles. I need to go in and cut some of these out as individual things. All the painters got some serious problems. A hot dog car being driven by a dog. Yes, it's Richard. I don't know if his name is Scary or Scary. I always pronounce it Scary, but I don't know if that's right. Banana car. It's a banana mobile. I love his sense of humor. It's a carrot car. Oh no, cheese car. There's a chicken driving this. The egg truck. Well, there's so many little details in there. Almost every time I look at this book, I notice something I didn't notice before. Looks like the fire trucks are having some issues. The little ladybug car has some issues going on there. That's a lot of fire trucks for a tiny car. The donut mobile. Now we're just doing silly stuff. Rhinoceros car, because those are so common. The wolf wagon. No comment. No comment. Look, it's a corn car. Oh my God, this is hysterical. I haven't looked at it in a hot minute. I think the last time that I pulled it out, I only looked at the page that I bought it for the broom recycle. Hog heaven. Oh my God. Swimming pool truck. There's a little tiny mouse submarine. They're just so silly, but fun. Ski school. There's a hippo and a roadster. Where are the watermelons coming from? Oh, watermelon truck. Oh my. It's a Foodapalooza over there. Janice, I don't know what you took away, but uh-oh, too many bunnies and cars. There's a cabbage car. Oh my God. Too fun. Okay. Yeah, I gotta undo that book and use those pictures and glue books and stuff. Be fun for scraps of joy too. Just, a little bit of whimsy. Janice, did you say something bad? They do, those little bunnies. There is a certain phrase I think that we all know associated with the bunnies. All right, I know this wasn't terribly exciting, but I did want to come on and let you guys know I'm alive and I'm okay. And we're going to build a thing tomorrow. And we're going to have a sale on Tuesday, and we're going to have fun, darn it. So, yeah. So, if you are watching this, just another reminder, and you are a member of the Darkwood Sanctuary Facebook group, and you want to stay a member, make sure you go and answer the roll call. It's pinned at the top. It's liking. Well, I think they put that kind of stuff. It's like an extra layer of fun. Kids aren't going to get it, but we all know. Hey, Robin, how you doing? Make sure that you go over to the Facebook group if you want to stay in there, and you reply. It's not enough to like the post. I need you to comment. It's easier for me to keep track of it if there's comments. That way, I'm not looking in like 3 different places to figure out who wants to stay in the group. So you have until tomorrow night at midnight. That's Friday the 21st at 12 p.m. Now, obviously, I am not going to get to that until sometime on Saturday. So technically, you have till Saturday morning. But I'm going to be ruthless. I'm not, some of the people, I'm not sure how they got there. I'm sure if I scroll back long enough in the like activity history, I could figure it all out. But I think there are probably Well, I'm doing okay. I'm glad you're hanging in there. I think some people have been added, and then they may not even know they're in the group, and that doesn't do us any good activity-wise. So we're doing a hard purge. No violence, just purging, purging the list. So yes, make sure that you go over if you're in the Facebook group and you want to stay in the Facebook group, and just answer that roll call for me. That would be super fantastic, awesome. And thank you to everybody who has already done it. You are amazing, and I love having you in the group. Okay, so tomorrow night, 5 o'clock or 5:15. I think I put it in for 5:15. The live, I'm going to say should, because we all know Facebook sometimes just doesn't send out notifications, or they come in 2 hours later. Who knows? Who knows what's going on with YouTube? But theoretically, you should get a notice that I'm going live at 5:15 tomorrow to make this a silly, stupid, fun monster house with the Scooby-Doo tree. So until I see you then, however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Oh, and thank you for asking for the thumbs up, by the way. You can thumbs up, you can thumbs down. It's all interaction. I'm good with it. Do whatever kinds of thumbsing you want. So however you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Remember to be careful when you're talking about knobs and Hobby Lobby. Be aware of who's around you. And until I see you on one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. Bye, 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 bye. The end. See you tomorrow for shenanigans. That's right, I said it. Shenanigans. The end.